is ours.
Hey guys, Tara here, and today we're looking at a 2v2 from the Anniversary Classic. This is a round 1 match from the second qualifier. Spawning on the left we have Thoton as the Brits, and his loadout is Mobile Assault Commandos. And Royal Engineer teaming up with him is CreativeName with Soviets, who has Guard Motor Coordination, Mechanized Support, and Armored Assault. On the right we have Talisman TuMe, who has Breakthrough, Special Operations, and Fortifications. Teaming up with him is TuMe as the Osir, who has Blitzkrieg, Jaeger Armor, and Fortified Armor. So you may have seen the 2v2 ladder match that I cast between these two teams, which was an awesome game. So I'm hoping for a repeat performance in this series. But yeah, these two teams do seem to be pretty well matched.
Infantry squad trained and ready to go.
So OKW player rushes down onto the fuel as you would expect. This is exactly why you go OKW. Get that early pressure going with the Stern Pioneers. Similar thing in the north though for the Brits. Thoton actually getting up there really early, getting some sandbags down as well. Put him in a nice position, so as he approaches from this angle, it's basically no cover for his opponent to use. Really nice sandbag positioning there. Stern Pioneers find the combat engineers, do a rip of damage. Won't take any models, but we'll do very soon. Tier 1 start for CreativeName. Facing off against OKW in the south, so going to be able to make use of that M3, which is in production as we speak. We're strong against OKW, especially on this map, very large map, long retreat paths. M3 can chase down squads and get those wipes.
We have a new scout car at our disposal.
Few little skirmishes. Axis seem to be holding their ground pretty well so far. Both teams have secured 1 munitions point so far as well, so very even distribution of resources early, but that could be about to change. Here comes the scout car. Looks like it's going to pick up this penal squad on the way through. Start inflicting that damage. Oh my god, it took a shocking amount of damage from those pioneers at long range on the rear armor. That was a big surprise. Manages to hold the line here with his combat engineers. Might try to get some territory with him before he's forced off to retreat. Pioneers, meanwhile, whoa. They're taking ages to drop models. Now they try to get out of there. Could be too late though. Another squad on the retreat path. Oh, but he's not focusing it down. Slight misplay there. Might have been able to get the wipe if they focus down on the retreat there. A little bit of a miscommunication.
The ability is ready.
MG out of this building here. Trying to stop these Tommies. He's got 4 of them. Oh, and a sniper from TuMe. Jumps behind this shrubbery. Be careful with that sniper. The M3 is in the south, so not really in a position to chase. Stern Pioneers still holding the line down here. They've got a mine down, which is very helpful in their defences of the south. Meanwhile, the battle rage is on here. Looks like Thoton's actually selected Royal Engineers. Got a flamethrower on his engineers. Just out of range of the flamethrower there, and they're not going to be doing much damage from that range. Searing grenade goes in, cancels the healing there briefly at least. Three's forced quite a lot of retreats, but only just disconnecting the fuel right now. And it looks like he's going to have to repair that up, so certainly we've seen much more damaging M3s so far this tournament. No wipes. And the Axis did hold their ground for quite some time. In spite of that, well, this could be tough. If he retreats too late, could run over this mine on retreat and lose the squad. We'll have to see if that comes to pass. No, early retreat. Yeah, if he retreated on 2 models, there's a very good chance there would have been a wipe. Penal's squaring off here against 2 squads of Volksgrenadiers. Oh, he throws a satchel in, but decent reaction times. Only drops 1 model with it. Now it's a huge building. I didn't even notice they had so many windows facing that direction. Probably got to be the most windowed building in the whole game. Here comes the M3. Mine right there. Oh, and he spots it just in the nick of time. Faust comes in. Oh, he's getting in the building. That's not advisable with the flamethrower right there. Here come the Stern Pioneers. This is a tricky position. Oh man. Volksgrenadiers taking so much damage. They finally get forced away. But the Axis are going to hold on to the fuel, and they've managed to capture the one on the north. He must get forced away, but I think now with the Tommies, with the M3 getting repaired, I think they're going to be able to win this. Jumps back in the building. Coming forward for another Faust, it looks like. And yeah, he secures the kill, gets forced away, but did manage to secure the south for the Allies. Uh-oh, Grenadier slightly out of retreat, goes for a rifle grenade. Oof. AC was a little bit quicker on the chase, might have got the wipe there. Grenadier's picking shots at long range. He's trying to soft retreat, maybe try hide behind these bushes, bait him over this mine, and then come back out once he has dropped a couple models. Nice control from Thoton. A little bit late though, coming back on to put the pressure on once again. Yeah, that missed opportunity. By the time he gets there, they're probably going to run out of suppression.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Here comes another assault in the south by Talisman. This Volksgrenadiers do have a half track coming for TuMe, but this is very late. Going to be hitting the field till around 9 minutes, which is very late. Quite often see them around 6 minutes 30. Talisman has gone for the mechanized, and he's got himself a Puma. So it's going to be able to keep that AEC at bay. So the Axis are probably going to need to play together with their light vehicles, because if the flame half track gets isolated against the AEC, it will get knocked out. Sniper in a little bit of trouble, getting chased away by those penals there. And he's going to get forced away here now as well. Just holding in there, waiting for the Puma to arrive and support. Ooh. Nerves of steel. Here comes the Flamer half-track, making a beeline for this penal squad here, which is attempting the cutoff. T70 in production for CreativeName though, so you can just see how late that Flamer half-track is. Both of the allies basically have a counter on the field by the time it has landed. So you have a 5-man upgrade from Thoton as well. Puma's there. Oh, but the AT gun is there for Thoton. Uh-oh. Ooh, he tried to use the target tread, but maybe he missed. Maybe he gets away. That was a close call though. The T-gun caught Talisman off guard there. Here comes the T-70 though, looking for the Flamer half-track. Oh, and that is probably going to go down now. Grenadiers are there for the Faust. Whoa, I can't believe he plays that cautiously. Backing away, doesn't want to risk getting Fausted, but that's a missed opportunity for the kill on the Flamer half-track. Puma was, you know, basically out of commission with damage. If it did try to come in and knock out the T-70, might have got killed itself, so... It was actually a pretty lucky break from the Axis allies, playing a little bit too conservatively there, I feel. This is like a prime rifle grenade target. I think Thoton is aware of that. Decides to backpedal a little bit. Wait for the T-70 to arrive. Uh-oh, Grenadier's in a little bit of trouble now. T-70 chasing on the retreat path. Pack. Oh, only just hitting the field now for TuMe. It's quite late. Must have been bleeding quite a lot of manpower for his pack to be this late. Take a look at the stats, in fact. 25, 26. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. Thoton's doing a pretty good job.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, and that's just the late looks from Talisman, trying to beef up the anti-infantry from his light vehicles.
Armor and rocket artillery is now available.
He's doing some pretty good damage against all of these Tommies. Kind of surprised the AEC didn't come around this side. I suppose the pack is there, but might have been able to sneak a kill. Taylor going down there. Penal's in the south. Don't have any PTRSs down here though. Both the guards coming out of base currently. So it's a good time for Talisman to do a lot of damage here. Goes right in point blank, maximize the damage. But here comes the anti-tank brigades. We've got an anti-tank gun, AEC, T-70. We do have a Echidna making its way down here for Talisman as well. But the Puma making use of its extra 10 range very effectively here against the AEC, getting a few free hits in. Now T-70 coming in from the other side, trying to do some damage itself. Echidna walking up. And half-track is there as well. Echidna now going to try creep in, get into a relevant position. Axis do have control of the north while all this is going on, uncontested as well. Oh, we're just having a lot of trouble shooting over that road. Uh-oh, Puma. Oh, the Puma, the AT gun was there. T-70 chasing forward to get the kill, misses the first shot. Just needs one shot to get the kill and misses the second shot as well. Oh my god, the third shot hits the Panzer II. Uh-oh. Could this be disaster for CreativeName? He pops smoke, attack ground. Attack ground, oh no, they're both missing. Another attack ground chance. Oh my god, he could lose both. He does lose both of them. Talisman. Their engagement was on a knife's edge. But Talisman loses both of his light vehicles there. That is a huge blow. Oh man, that was tense stuff. T-70 very easily could have gone down there. I wasn't really paying attention to what happened, what forced away the Echidna there to retreat, but wasn't able to contribute, and that might have been the deciding factor in that engagement. Whew, what a crazy engagement that was though. No rest though. They gotta keep battling on. Do have a few more commander selections. Got mechanized support, of course, for CreativeName. He's got a couple of those guards. Wants to get the ISU 152. Talisman, TuMe rather, not locking in his commander yet. Maybe wants to see if he needs the elephant. Because I can't remember exactly what CreativeName had, but he probably had 2 commanders with guards. So just selecting facing guards doesn't mean he's going to be facing the ISU 152 necessarily. Okay, fortunately just hold the line in the south. We do have a designated command vehicle, probably on the AEC, using the recon plane. Remember, these do cost munitions these days, not like the days of old where they were free. Very fast reload time. Just kind of good because they used to be so unpleasant. You'd have that plane sound going the entire game.
Our capture point.
Now it costs a little bit of munitions to do. And remember, you can't put the command vehicle on the universal carrier these days either. There's a sniper doing 22 kills. Pretty good kill rate so far. Oopsie daisy. AC pushes forwards. Get the aura from the command vehicle. Oh, but that's a Panzer IV for TuMe. The fact that he has gone for a Panzer IV here makes me think he is going to go for the elephant. He does have 2 elephant commanders, of course. So it's quite often... Ooh! All we've seen when using the elephant, they go for a tier 3 into elephant rather than a tier 4 rush, which I've seen from a lot of other players. It's easily dodged. But this has been a pretty free-flowing match so far. Quite often these matches develop into one team locking down north, one team locking down the south, and then just more combat in the middle, but they have been exchanging north and south quite frequently throughout the match. Uh-oh, might have forgotten about this squad here. Oh, and it just goes down. T-70 forcing some retreats as well. Looks like we've got a decrewed Raketen over here. Axis won't want to let that get overturned to their opponents. Sappers, if they didn't have the Minesweeper, might have been able to win this engagement, but Minesweeper lowering their DPS enough, so there's basically no chance of that happening. Flamethrower squad taking so much damage on the way in. It's forced away. Flame half tracks down here. Pack also contributing, forcing back the command vehicle there. You have a Centaur now from Thoton. This could be tricky.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Looks like he's going to chase for at least a little bit here. Centaur will get outrun by this infantry squad. And he's not going to get the white. Oh, Panzer IV pushing forwards. Oh, and the pack connects long range. Down goes the command vehicle. The T-gun moving down, trying to deal with the Panzer IV. It clears the shot blocker there. Gets to a safe position. And the half track meanwhile. Got to deal with these infantry squads. Taking a lot of damage from these PTRSs. Gets out of there. AT gun got into a nice position. Oh, so did the Raketen. Double AT guns now from Thoton as well. Pioneers lose territory in the south. Do have a lot of caches going down from TuMe, which has kind of led to a little bit of a decrease in the axis pressure here. There's been so much on those caches. Talisman as well, his army's looking a little bit light. Looks like he's going straight for the Command Panther, still 1.5 CPs away from that though, so until then, just trying to make do with what he's got. It's important in this position that he does have 2 kittens as well. Just one would not be enough. But it looks like he's reluctant to spend his resources on anything until he gets that Command Panther, but he's going to have a little bit spare in the back. Might be able to get another tech truck down before he gets to 13 CPs in the Command Panther cost.
Panther command tanks have reached the front. Deploy is needed.
Trying to sweep that teller. Looks like he got it. So a fresh Panzer IV for TuMe. Interesting to see. This is generally a pretty good map for the medium tanks though. Long, wide, the high mobility of the medium tanks compared to, you know, the heavy armor and the assault guns does favour this map a little bit. Similar, like turreted tank destroyers like the Jackson, also quite strong in this map. And here is the Command Panther. Going after the T-70. T-70 though, doing a pretty good job of outrunning it here. Well, but there's the Panzer IV, that's dead. 2 squads of guards are here. P4, no, not going for the crush. Panther going in for a little bit of a crush though. This has got engine damage, this one up here. Oh, we've got a little bit of a crush going. These guards are suffering a lot of bleed here, but the Panther's now got his rear armor exposed. Flame half track goes down. But a lot of guards models. 8 guards models dead there. That's where the flame half track went down. Looks like it might have gone down to the... Uh-oh. TuMe trying to steal away the 6-pounder. Yeah, don't think that's going to be successful. Tier 4 is down for CreativeName. He did go for a T-34. So, ISU 152 is out of the question. This game has actually been pretty action-packed. 23 minutes, we're already like past 14 command points. These command points have been rocketing around for both teams. There's been pretty high action so far. It'll be interesting to see what Thoton goes for next. I imagine it will be the Firefly, but it's hard to say. He already got 2 anti-tank guns. He may feel that he doesn't need any more. Here comes the Panzer IV. Panther in the south as well. T-34 looks like it wants to come round to kill the sniper perhaps. Sniper retreats early, got some artillery flares. Forcing back these support weapons. P4 also takes quite a few free hits there from the AT guns. Pack now lining up a shot though on the Centaur, forcing that away. Before coming back in, but the 6-pounders have been pushing up. And here comes the Panther from the south now. Forcing away those guards. It's one thing about CreativeName's composition, you know, it doesn't have any anti-tank grenades. No sticky satchels either, so getting a snare on these Axis vehicles is actually going to be quite tricky for him. Going to be relying on mines. Only has one engineer at the moment as well. Guards pop button there, but Panther is just behind shot blockers enough so these AT guns can't get shots in. But now they can. They set up, get 2 penetrating hits in. Panther getting forced back. Thought we might have seen another lot of healing go down for the Axis, but it looks like maybe Talisman going to save for a walking Stuka perhaps. Complain gets shot down by the Centaur, I imagine.
The Qualifier is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Allies in control of 2 VPs right now. VP score is very even to this point. Super close match so far. It feels like the Allies do have a little bit of momentum here at the moment. They seem to be getting the better of the engagements. Looks like Talisman has put down his tech structure in the south, so it's going to be locking down this region. Now that that's been spotted, it'll be interesting to see how Allies decide to deal with it, if they try to push it and knock it out, or if they just leave it alone. They do have the necessary ingredients to knock it out. 2 anti-tank guns, SU-85, Firefly. That combined amount of firepower will knock out the tech truck extremely quickly, especially if the Axis don't have any support for it. Oh man, another squad runs into the tech truck there. Oopsie daisy. Ooh, these penals there getting shredded. Must have been pinned for a long time. S-25 is there though. Panther getting forced back. So the Allies now are pretty highly invested in anti-tank. They've got a lot of guards, S-35, Firefly, 2 anti-tank guns. It's going to be hard for the Axis to use their medium tanks. Even on a map this large, dodging that much anti-tank is tricky. Oh, but here comes the big boy, the elephant for TuMe. Running straight down the middle. This could turn things around in a big way for the Axis.
We are losing a sector.
Axis are pushing strongly as well. Got a good push in the north. Capping in the middle as well. Recon flares provide some sight for the elephant here. Firefly gets a sneaky hit in, but elephant sizing it up gets a return shot in. Firefly bounces.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. The enemy is taking our
Here come the
territory.
Panzer IVs heading towards the north. Not much up there to defend against this. These should do some really good damage. Uh-oh, sniper in trouble. Centaur right on top of it. Going for the white. And he gets it. Stuka targeting. Ooh. Heavy damage. T-34 taking some damage from the Command Panther, but the S-35 is right there. Doesn't want to risk chasing in.
Combat unit ready.
Fresh command vehicle for Thoton, popped it on the Centaur. Centaur charging in here. Yeah, a little bit risky. Recon plane providing some nice sight for the Firefly, trying to take shots long range. Packers rotating up to the north. Looks like he's not going to risk chasing in any further despite having sight.
We are now authorized to request more powerful units.
Don't know if he's swept up here recently, so might be worried about running over some Talamines. Recon planes for both teams going on. Just say this recon plane's noise is much less intrusive than the command vehicle recon plane. Oh, that could have been a nasty surprise. Command Panther making an aggressive play here. Fires the T-34. I think it needs 2 more shots to kill it. So unlikely to get the kill. S-35 and Firefly there now. Dishing it out. Trading blows. Oh! Goes for the tulip rockets. Hoping to connect, but doesn't quite get it. Elephant now inching its way forwards, looking to get some shots in. Grenade goes in. Gets out of there. Elephant just in position. Oh, and there he goes. Gets some sight. Firefly now out for repairs. Kitten was there. Decides to get out of there. And Axis now locking down a good chunk of the map thanks to their elephant. The population has also spiked massively. As the Allies has kind of stagnated a little bit. These Axis have been taking, you know, better, more efficient trades so far. Do have a Katyusha now for CreativeName. The elephant on the field. I can understand not wanting the ISU 152. It's a little bit too vulnerable to the elephant. Looks like a lot of units about to push back onto the field for the Allies. See how much territory they can get with it. Because they do seem to be getting pushed back. T-34's doing some good damage there in the north. Oh, and he gets the pyros. Good work. P4's heading up that way now. Rockets going in one side. See counter barrage there attempt, but doesn't knock out the Katyusha. P4. Oh! Thought he was going to back away with it, but stuck around for too long. Perhaps some pathing issues there. Mine's still there though.
It's ready.
Thought it might have blown up. Oh, AVRE for Thoton. I heard before the tournament that this was like a... People thought this might be a problem issue for the tournament, but it hasn't been the case so far. Uh-oh. Centaur. Oh, and he's got the command vehicle bonus, so it's actually very, very slow. Gets abandoned.
Fortunately, we've lost a unit.
It's a lucky break for Thoton. Big bombs coming in. Knock out the tech structure. That was a combine of the mortar support and the R2 bombing run. Elephant pushed forward, managed to secure the kill on the Centaur as well. No munitions for another command vehicle. Oh, yeah, that can happen. I think this won't be able to work anymore. Ooh, nice wipe from the AVRE there. Yeah, sometimes when the command vehicle gets abandoned, it can cause some bugs. Looks like that might have been the case here. T-guns taking shots at the elephant. Bouncing like crazy though. No machine guns here for the Allies, so this Fox Ranger assault could do a lot of damage to these anti-tank guns. AVRE is there, not ready to fire yet. Falcon Stuka targeting the AT guns, looks like. Slightly off target though. Looks like he might have even cancelled it early. I don't think that's like the full length. Nice, have regained control in the north though, and thanks to knocking out that tech truck, got the south. So they have been pushing back pretty effectively. Targeting these grenadiers here with the Katyusha. Oh, AVRE, this could be nasty. Oh, but a Faust through the hedgerow catches them off guard. He's right in front of the Raketen as well. He's going to take a shot at it, but the Command Panther is there. Raketen gets decrewed, but the Command Panther secures the kill. Oh, in come the Tulip rockets. Could this be the end of the Command Panther? Firefly chasing in, needs one more shot to connect, but the Command Panther a little bit too fast, blitzing away to safety. Oh, that is heartbreaking for the Allies. Oh, but the P4 pushing in here. Overextending. Needs one more shot to connect. And there it goes. P4 down. Here comes the Elephant though, coming in from a sneaky angle. SU-85 getting spotted thanks to the flares. But managing to get out of there. He did have focus sight on for a chunk there, which is why he's moving so slowly. Elephant getting aggressive here though, pushing right forwards. It is a little bit low. Firefly taking some cheeky shots. Running up here with some sweepers, getting some of these mines out of the way. Kind of setting yourself up for success, so if you do ever have to come back up here, got a little bit of peace of mind that you won't run into a mine. Oh man, Raketen creeps into position. SU-85 could go down. Ooh, he went for an attack ground, doesn't connect. But a nice Raketen play from Talisman there. Oh my god, that Panzer IV shot! What a wipe. Allies did get some caches down themselves, munitions and fuel. But they have been suffering. Actually, the supplies are very close to even once again. CreativeName a little bit behind after that penal wipe just before, but... Oh, look at all these bunkers though from TuMe. Locking down the middle. Talisman's also gone for a forward retreat point over here. Targeting these AT guns. Take a little bit of health damage. Another recon coming in, recon playing for TuMe. The T-guns want to knock out this bunker, open up the capture in the middle. There it goes. Oh, and that's the big daddy, the ISU-152. I thought the Allies might not go for it, but they have. Once again, these are target. Just pull those back to heal and reinforce. Fresh AVRE for Thoton. So the Allies ready to make another assault here. Panther gets buttoned briefly. Firefly heading down here. Firefly a little bit too slow there. That Command Panther is pretty quick. And the 152 and the Elephant fighting it out in the center. Looks like he's on high explosive right now. Trying to do the anti-infantry duties. The Axis though have captured the north and the south. Set up the Schwer down here once more. The Allies don't have enough munitions for another one of those double off-map assaults on it. So it might be hard to remove this next one. Ooh, what is this Firefly doing? Command Panther, if it was at full health, this could be very risky. Stuka. 5 feet area. Uh-oh. Elephant might have an angle through this little gap here. Looks like he's pushing in after it. I think if he gets the shot here, he'll kill it. Command Panther pushing in now. It's back to full. Oh, it's the AVRE though. Tries to target that. AVRE still making its way down south. Double tank destroyers are there, and so are the AT guns. That Command Panther takes a massive hit. He's blitzing it out of there. Oh, and he just gets out. That was a close call. AVRE secures the destruction there. That flame mortar support is actually pretty effective against those OKW trucks.
They're trying to take it.
I think back in the old days it used to be like a guaranteed one shot. Now I think it does about a bit over half health. A little bit of fire support from the AVRE. Okay, just to knock it out. And come planes. Getting that reconnaissance going. There was also a marked vehicle briefly. So he's going to send his AT guns over to his ally for some healing.
Supply sector under attack.
Trying to shoot down the Dishka. A lot of vehicles kind of requiring a little bit of repairs. Only got the one combat engineer right now, this CreativeName. Could be a bottleneck come next engagement. So we're going to have some Katyusha firing probably at this machine gun. It's a little bit of damage and nothing too devastating though. AVRE making his way up. It sounds like Talisman heard it through the fog. Gets the hell out of there. Doesn't want to lose those obers. The Panzer IV is still alive. We do have now a Brumlier from TuMe. Go with us, worth it. Oh, that's tucked in the middle. Kind of did it slightly into the retreat path there, and it doesn't work out favorably. And the AVRE gets a nice wipe though.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, and the 152 is there. Keeps those anti-tank guns safe. But the Axis now, I feel like they've got a pretty strong army. But the infantry is a little bit light. They have been suffering a few wipes. Stuka barrage going in. Must be targeting the AT guns. Good movements there from Thoton. Dodging in a very unpredictable fashion, making it very hard for those walking Stuka barrages to connect. He's been really good with those AT guns, dodging the rocket artillery. It's a very important skill to have in these 2v2s. Might be time for Talisman to start getting creative, like trying to just throw random barrages in random directions. Thoton's dodging has been so strong so far. Standard barrages don't seem to be working out. Panzer IV blitzing in here. Perhaps wants to find the Katyusha. Oh, Katyusha having some pathing issues around these trees. Could this be the end of the Katyusha? Oh my god, he could get the 152 as well. The door is open. S-35 is coming back, but oh my god, he penetrates from the front first shot. Crazy action there from TuMe. Knocking out two critical targets. Panzer IV might not make it home, but the damage he did with it, out of this world. And now the Elephant getting aggressive. We're also going in.
Centaur attack tank ready and waiting for orders.
Qualifier missing its first shot. Oh, this could be tricky. Oh my god. Whiffer gets a juicy hit there. Both AT guns are low. Firefly could be in a little bit of trouble. Plane gets shot down. Right vehicle came in. On the Brumbier, he's chasing in, he's going after it, but the Jagdpanzer gets there in the nick of time, and the Brumbier escapes. Oh my god, and the walking Stuka knocks out the SU-85 that's getting repaired in the back lines. Maybe I already tried to shoot over the hedge or something, I'm not sure, but now the Firefly with the damaged engine, oh, down that goes as well. Heartbreaking stuff for the Allies there, and they throw in the towel, calling the GG. And well, yeah, what was a really good game, really close game, but at the end there, just everything went wrong for them. TuMe dived in, knocked out 2 critical targets, the Katyusha and the ISU-152 that was back there for repairs. Then they lost the SU-85 and the Firefly. Just everything went wrong for them all at once. It was such a close game up until that point as well. Anyway, onwards to game 2.
Victory is ours.
Here we are for game 2. Talisman TuMe now playing as the Allies. TuMe has a mobile assault, vanguard, and special weapons as the Brits.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Talisman has armored assault, counterattack, and mechanized support as the Soviets. His Axis CreativeName as also there. He has Blitzkrieg, Jaeger armor, and Storm, and Thoton as breakthrough, special operations, and fortifications. So straight away something a little bit unconventional. We've got 2 conscripts from Talisman, so we're not going to be seeing a tier 1 start from him, which has been pretty strong, but maybe he looked at the spawn positioning. I'm not sure how exactly the rules work with regarding selecting your spawn, but maybe he's like, okay, I'm going to be up against the offset player, so I'm not going to bother with a tier 1 start because he's going to have access to the house. TuMe meanwhile making use of the universal carrier in the south there. Trying to get these sandbags up before the suppression comes in. Oh, basically hits them at the exact same time, but at least they're there for future use. Though he might wire them off with those pioneers. Oh, he actually forced a retreat there. I'm not sure what this universal carrier is up to. Looks like he perhaps was looking for squads like running their way down here because Stern Pioneers were being tricky around the building. But I think what he could have done is bring the universal carrier around the back so Stern Pioneers can't hide behind, fight from like this far away with the Tommies. And then either way, Thoton will be in a tough spot. But we do see a little bit of a 2v1 situation going on in the north for CreativeName Thoton. They're denying the fuel here in the south of the Stern Pioneers and making an aggressive play. Both their forces combined in the north, and that has actually denied Talisman TuMe from a lot of resources. They've only got a few standard territory points under their control so far. The universal carrier in here doing its best. Machine gun coming down from the south. Doesn't quite make it into the building there with the conscripts. They're in no man's land. They got to get out of there. Conscripts, oh my god, they're taking so much damage. He could lose them here. Super late retreat. What is Talisman doing? Conscript down. That's a uncharacteristic loss for him early. Rebuilds it straight away. Reversal carry got a little bit of repairs from those combat engineers, but still not at full health. So no Faust yet for Thoton. Doesn't have his tech down. Truck is in production right now, however. Allies do secure the south. The Stern Pioneers finally got forced away. And the Axis do seem to have a pretty strong start here. That kind of slightly unexpected 2v1 in the north and the Stern Pioneers locking out the south. Getting them off to a pretty strong start, and Talisman losing that conscript. Things are looking pretty good for the Axis right now. Grenadiers charging in. Forcing a retreat, so it looks like Axis going to look to get double munitions here, as well as 2 VPs under control, though the Allies sending some units to the north now. Looks like he's researching medics, got a lot of low health conscripts here. Understandable. Wasp upgrade now. There's some serious damage here, forcing that squad away. Doesn't want to get Fausted by these Grenadiers though on the other side.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Good job of keeping this at range. Mechanized going down for Thoton. Oh, he's running in a little bit too close with the UC, but he gets out of there before the Faust can come in.
We're losing a capture point.
Good control from TuMe. Meanwhile, Talisman doing some harassment here in the north, but Grenadiers
New armored cars to be built.
heading up that way now. One of them with the LMG now as well, so I think this is going to go too well for Talisman. But now TuMe with this Wasp doing some really good damage. Let's have a tricky time here around this little line of sight blocker. Doesn't want to get this Fausted.
The enemy is taking our territory.
And the Axis is just going really strongly here.
Half-Trek has arrived.
Grenadiers coming around this side, so he's going to try assault from this side and get a flank in here, so no cover position is sufficient. Good maneuvering from CreativeName here. I'm going to try focus fire the low health squad down. I think it's just going to be enough damage to win the engagement here. No, in comes another squad of conscripts from the south. Turning things around, but here in return comes the flamethrower for CreativeName. No anti-tank grenades yet for Talisman. He's putting down his tier 2 now. But it is going to be vulnerable. Okay, he's upgrading them as soon as he saw the half-track. He needs those AT grenades. Conscripts ooh-ahing in, hoping to get this flame a half-track. Oh. CreativeName lose a grenadier? He did. I'm not sure exactly where that was. Perhaps it was in one of these buildings or something. Conscripts just get away. But the engine damage is on the half track, so he can't chase in with it. AC hidden in the field. This is probably going to be its target if he can find it. Interesting to see Thoton actually going for a squad of Panzer Fusiliers here. Don't see those too often these days. Pioneers taking some damage from the conscripts. AC still making a beeline towards Flamer half-track. Conscripts still have sight of it as well. No anti-tank gun for CreativeName. This could be his undoing here. Squad charging forward. AC needs one more shot. Trying to get in Faust range. Looks like he is going to get in Faust range. But Flamer half-track does go down. But Could this be a return kill? Puma hitting the field now for Thoton. Looks like that's going to try to chase it down, get the wipe on retreat. That was weird. Looks like that grenade got tripped up. Pop smoke. This could be an attack round war here. No, definitely not. Puma's just going to bully the AC. Down it goes. Overall, that is to the Axis's advantage. AC is definitely more costly than Famer half-track, so we can look on the bright side there. And because CreativeName went for another Grenadier to replace his lost one instead of a pack, that decision actually works out quite well for him here. He doesn't have to worry about the AC harassing him by investing into more infantry. Can just fight the opponent's infantry a lot more effectively. Maxim in the north for Talisman, doing its best. Got some Molotovs from him as well. Don't see those too often. These Fusiliers are super low though. Looks like the machine gun pushing up is enough to force Talisman away. Maxim is here as well. So Grenadier is trying to come round on the flank, but the squad doesn't have any upgrades, so conscripts can probably beat them here. Maybe if he doesn't drop any models. Perhaps not. Either way, the allies have pushed back in a major way. Got all of the south, got the north now as well.
Reconnaissance vehicle ready.
Thoton going to push into the middle. Oh, this could be a wipe though on these conscripts. A little bit of body blocking. Got across the road as well. Oh, Grenadiers trying to fire on the move. Oh, but they get it anyway. Double conscripts are there though. Needs to get out of there with these two squads now in response. Maxim locking down this north. Okay, pop Smolly and away he goes. Incendiary rounds from the machine gun. Some damage, get some pressure in now, but Maxim is really good in these machine gun versus machine gun fights, and conscripts ooh-ah around the sides. So this is actually going quite badly for the Axis all of a sudden. They just have no grasp on the north and taking a long time to get the fuel in the south again. Allies have definitely a good last 2 minutes or so. Five-man upgrades now for TuMe. Got quite a lot of manpower in the bank as well. Might be able to get one more Tommy. Maybe he's going to go for a glider. Can only hope.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
And he comes forward doing some damage to these Tommies. They are powerless. The scenario, no snares, can't really oh, but two AT guns are there. Pop smoke. Oh, but he wasn't ready on the attack round. Packs up. Must have just had it on right click. No scenarios. You have to be like ready for them to pop smoke and just be ready with like anti-attack round. Just as soon as the smoke comes in, you have to have it ready. You don't want to use attack round before they pop smoke, because going for a regular shot is definitely more reliable, but you just like have the command at the ready, and as soon as they pop smoke you can just execute it. That's preferable. Wow. Fusiliers there getting a wipe on the conscripts. Lobbing a grenade in. Maxim in a little bit of trouble here. Fusiliers with the G43s doing some pretty good damage. Needs to chase though. A bit late on the chase. Make use of those G43s. Very good at firing on the move. Ooh. Definitely want to chase with them. Okay, we do have a glider in the south for TuMe, so in a kind of risky position there, and might not be able to use the forward retreat option on it in that position. But the Axis have battled back, now securing double fuel for at least a wee while here. So similar to last game, this one's going back and forth. Clearly these two teams are quite evenly matched.
Command post is finished. Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
Trench in an interesting position here. Don't know if you're inside the trench if you get the capture. We'll wait and see. It's going to try crawl into it. Might get a chance to see here. Crawls out of it. Retreats. Looks like the glider, the air landing officer, enough to swing the south for the Allies. Big army for Talisman heading up to the north as well. Ooh, interesting. Kind of late mortar from CreativeName. He's also got a lot of infantry here, as you can see. I think in the last game we probably saw one of these squads exchanged for a cache at around this point. But he does have a pretty large army. So does Thoton as well. Having gone for 2 Fusiliers on top of his 4 Volksgrenadiers. Which is quite rare to see that much infantry. Fusiliers are very strong though. Not as strong as they used to be. The veterancy got nerfed a little bit on their accuracy. Yeah, I think they used to get like 2 40% accuracy bonuses or something. That's just one. But yeah, as you saw there, the Vet 4 capture and decapture rate, I think that used to be another accuracy bonus. So that switched out. But with the passive sprint, that makes them very strong as a harassing and capping squad, especially on a large map like this. Very helpful in those late game capping scenarios. Nice Molotov over the hedge thanks to the flare had the sight there. Units coming in from the south trying to flank the Maxim. Drops a model, doesn't quite get out of the arc of fire there. Mortar looks like it's going to get decrewed here. Perhaps not. Gets a good hit in though. Got a squad of commandos, built them out of the glider there. Looks like they're trying to set up an ambush on something from camouflage. What's that? Oh, this is good. Right on top of the retreat timing there.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
It's a surprise onto the MG. Ooh, man! The Wasp pulled back though. If he just stayed in there for one more second, would have got the wipe. Machine gun lucky to escape there. TuMe playing a little bit conservatively with his Wasp.
Where do you want us?
10 kills on that bad boy though. Vet 3.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Reasonable time to check the stats. Okay, looks like CreativeName got a pretty good KD here. Talisman though, ooh, quite far behind. TuMe though, probably on the back of that universal carrier also has a pretty good KD. Puma though has to abandon ship at the side of that T-3485. Can't fight in the north. Oh, but here comes the Panzer IV. Maybe they're going to try to set up a 2v1 here. There is this moving up for Talisman though. Good support play from him. He's going to come in from the side. Puma gets a shot in first though, thanks to its long line of sight and range. AT gun setting up. T-34-85 misses the shot on the Puma. But it looks like Talisman might actually be able to hold the line. We do have a rotation now coming in from CreativeName towards the north as well. But here comes TuMe as well, so it looks like there's going to be a massive fight here in the north. Both teams bringing most of the army up here to fight. Oh, nice air landing off the flank there with the grenade, forcing away units. Commandos also trying to do their best in the south.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us.
P4 in a little bit of trouble getting chased down here by the 85. Kid sets up and misses. Could see perhaps an AT gun moving through the middle. No. Actually, that's also came up through the north for TuMe. Thought his one might have come through the middle here, which would have been pretty effective. Also would have been a little bit risky getting decruised. And there's the Cromwell now for TuMe. Also getting some medics, which you don't see too often. I suppose he has gone for flares on one of his squads, so it doesn't have that much healing available. Those base howitzers going to work here. There's some good damage in.
We have 300 points remaining.
Wasp also doing some good work in the middle. Medics come out from the south. Looks like they're going to heal up those commandos. These medics though, they're just like their auto healing detection is just really bad. But if he wants to use this as like a forward retreat point, I can understand him getting the medics, just trying to go for a forward outpost with the medic upgrade is not really that viable. A little bit too expensive. Oh man, what an AT grenade there. Puma goes down. Nice work from Talisman. Oh, conscripts could go down though in response. Yeah, they do. Nice shot from the mortar. Getting trying to find a line. Getting behind this tree at the moment. Comes Panzer IV, not quite full health, but wants to get involved anyway. Unfortunate though, keeps setting up this Raketen kind of facing the wrong direction, and this could be tricky. But clears the arc of the resist before another shot comes in.
Heavy machine gun team, prepare for combat.
Talisman does have access to the crew repairs though, so can get this back up to full health really quickly. The air landing officer takes a big hit there. And now the Fusiliers got Vet 2 with the bonus accuracy. They're going to be really strong.
Hands up here, ready for action.
Ooh. Nice call there on the Tommies. Cromwell and T-34-85 back up to fighting strength. Thoton is actually gone for the Panzer IV here. It's taken a long time though for the Axis to get this first OKW tank. And now Talisman actually has two T-34-85s all on his own. One of them though takes a lot of damage from that Raketen. These commandos are doing a really good job blocking down the south, it has to be said. Those Vet 3 conscripts actually doing a really good amount of damage to the stern pioneers on the road. Before he heads down that way now. Needs to get rid of these commandos because they are really causing him some headaches in the south. It's hurting the Axis fuel here. little bit late to react here. Could lose his commandos. It's the retreat. Oh, but could actually lose his stern pioneers as well. What's he doing? He's trying to clip the wire or something. Oh my god. I don't know if you can stop the wire cut animation. I think that might have been what happened there. I don't think you can cancel it. So I think he just got locked into trying to destroy it there and ends up losing his stern pioneers to the maximum in the building, and this could be horrible here. Cromwell coming in on the rear armor of the OKW Panzer IV. Things are also looking a bit dicey in the north for the Axis. Planes coming in for TuMe. Nice juke here from the OKW Panzer IV. Getting his rear armor facing the correct direction as quickly as possible. Now Cromwell can't really afford to chase. He's out of the danger zone with it. Good control there from Thoton. Is this dishing some damage out? Grenadiers want to come forward and clear it out. The 85s are holding the line pretty effectively. Pack pushing up though in support. Tense medium tank engagements here. If that shot hadn't bounced, that would have been the end of that Panzer IV. A little bit of a lucky break for CreativeName. But this Fort glider, I had doubts about it, but he's actually used it really well to hold the south. Good strategy there from TuMe. Now switching over to the Firefly, boosting up the anti-tank a little bit. It's going to cause some massive headaches for the OKW Panzer IV. Thoton at this point. Just the Axis have been so low on fuel for quite some time now. Thoton still ages and ages away from the Yak Tiger. Back up to full, ready to help in the south. Commandos standing their ground behind heavy cover there.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
So the Axis are maybe going to give up on the north a little bit. Big force going up there. Talisman. I mean, there's not that much here in the south. If all three of these Panzer IVs head to the south, get a flank on especially, could very easily knock out TuMe's tanks. And especially if they have some anti-tank guns on their retreat path, could shut down counter-attack. Recon plane coming in for CreativeName. Looks like that's actually what they're going to try attempt here. But perhaps the recon plane gave it away. TuMe pulling back. Oh, he's coming back in. Panzer IVs are there. But Firefly is actually in a pretty decent position to fight here. But the Cromwell might go down here. Firepower from Panzer IVs. A little bit too much. This one pops smoke. Can it escape? It's got the skirts, might be able to bounce, and it does bounce. The 85, and there's the Raketen on the retreat path. Goes for the ram! Oh, and it knocks it out, but he's going to lose the 85. As a result, Firefly trying to get back into the fight here, but could take engine damage here from the Fusiliers anti-tank grenades. Raketen and Pack pushing up. This could be the end of the Firefly. AT gun in a tricky spot. Those Fusiliers are just shredding, and the Commando's shooting at the wrong squad outside of their regular range. He's got the Blitz as well, just outmaneuvering that slow turret speed from the Firefly. Can he escape though? The second 85, it's repaired its engine, and he does. can't chase in. The pack is there in support. Excellent execution there from the Axis. Great medium tank play. It was very risky from TuMe bringing his Cromwell back in there. That's what started it all there. Look at all those losses for the Allies. Steal away the 6-pounder, destroy that decrewed Raketen. There's a Vickers up there as well if they want to take it. Allies still have a lot of map control though, both in the north and in the south. So they have a little bit of breathing room. It's not like they're super low on VPs either. The VP game, once again, is just like insanely close between these two teams. So despite the Allies, I feel like having superior resource control to this point, losing their tanks like that has pretty much put the game back to even though. TuMe is very low on units.
We're losing a capture point.
It's got another Firefly in production though, so once that's complete, its army size shouldn't look too bad. Glider goes down. He loses his Maxim though, that could be trouble. Gunner goes down. A little bit of death loop action happening. Here comes the big boy, the IS-2 though. Talisman wants to stick around to get the kill on it. IS-2 chasing in. E4 is a little bit too fast, maybe not. IS-2 just needs one more shot to connect and he'll get the kill. Not quite. But the Axis are not really very well equipped to deal with this IS-2. Only have Panzer IVs right now. Thoton, however, is, 90 fuel away from the Jagdtiger. They just got to hold on until then. But if the Allies can once more harass this southern fuel, delay that not the IS-2, the Jagdtiger to come on to counter the IS-2. The IS-2 could do some real big damage here. You have a munitions cache down for CreativeName. He's selected Blitzkrieg, so he wants to save for those super close air support planes. Oh, mine goes off in the north. Panzer IV could be in trouble here. T-3485 is there, so is this. Just going for some attack ground action. P4 actually just trying to avoid getting killed here. Pops the smoke. Units on top of the Zis could lose it. Looks like it's actually going to go down. T-34 going for attack ground shots, but missing. Oh, but he gets the kill there. And even this other Panzer IV could be in a little bit of trouble here. No, AT grenades. As he tries to retreat, packs up there as well. Needs to face up for the killing blow. Panzer IV not really chasing, but here he's starting to chase now. Oh, he's not chasing. Just needs one more shot. Now he's chasing again. Man, this is... Like, is he going to chase? Is he not? Bounces. Oh, that could be crucial. Looks like he's going to continue the chase. Oh, the pack actually secures it from long range.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
Looks like there's some carnage down here in the south. Meanwhile, the Maxim is destroyed by the Wasp. Pack gets decrewed there. 2 models, not really too surprising. Kitten also in a little bit of trouble right on top of the IS-2. My flag got up here, but a little bit too late to contribute. But look at all these decrewed anti-tank guns. They can destroy this one. That would actually be really nice for the Axis here. Oh, another squad goes down to the Wasp. I think so. That Wasp, Hero Wasp, 33 minutes, 31 kills. That's incredible.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
I actually want to check stats on that really quickly.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
5,000 infantry damage by itself. What a beast. 5,900 even. Shouldn't be trying to diminish it any further. He's gone for a cache now in his TuMe. VP's once again very close, but the Axis do have a triple cap right now. Looks like Talisman transitioning out of conscripts more into Maxim play. Wise idea. Maxim's very powerful at locking down the VPs in the late game. He's bringing the medics out here for some combat. As you can see, they actually don't have any veterancy, so there's no real advantage to bring them out to fight, and their guns are awful. Oh, that IS-2 gets a big hit in there. That could be the end of these Fusiliers. Talisman wants to get the wipe. Try and stay close range so the machine gun can do maximum damage. Oh, but that's a lot of AT all of a sudden. IS-2 has to abandon the chase. Meanwhile, all these AT guns getting harassed. Talisman pushes in from the left here, getting a lot of suppression in with this Maxim, just causing havoc on the Axis lines here. Needs that mortar to go to work. A little bit out of range though, I think. Medics trying to do some capping, almost go down.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
Allies having a little bit of trouble though, fighting their way back onto the map. They just lost so many medium tanks before. Also investing in caches is it's dicey, you know, like you're a little bit behind like this. Instead of investing into your army, you're investing into caches. I guess he just really wants to save for that crocodile. He's doing everything he can to get there as quickly as possible. Crocodile, oh, that's the Jagdtiger. It's the supporting fire there with the high explosives. But all of a sudden now the Jagdtiger's on the field. Maybe Crocodile might not be so appealing now. Because that thing's going on. It's pretty much guaranteed penetration, and Crocodile actually has a little bit less health than regular Churchills. More armor but less health. And the armor doesn't really matter against the huge penetration of the Jagdtiger. Either way, TuMe's gonna need probably another anti-tank gun, so you should definitely consider getting another 6-pounder. Guys, doing their best. Waiting for their next power spike. Remember that IS-2 is out of commission, requiring repairs for quite some time. This is in a good spot here. Zifor's attack gets pushed back really quickly. Talisman doing a really good job, like microing on both the north and the south. They call in the plains, buy themselves a little bit of breathing room, maybe get some capping going on in the north. Instant activation of the Schwer though for Thoton, for the AA mode. Nice work from him. Oh, the IS-2's pushing on the back of this. Where's that Jagdtiger? Jagdtiger in the middle here. There's not much for him to fire at there. In comes the Crocodile now for TuMe. Once again, making use of this supporting fire.
They are now at 100 points.
Allies took under 100 VPs. They've got to make something happen to turn this one around. Panzer IV is still down here in the south, but so is the ZIS. Problem is, the ZIS is getting flanked by all of this infantry. Panzer IV hiding behind the house, infantry focusing the ZIS. You've got the planes coming in, and so is the Firefly. This could be trouble. Thoton might have overextended here. Planes do some good damage to the infantry. Income anti-tank. And the Firefly snipes it off long range. Panzer IV down. All this infantry suppressed thanks to those planes. In comes the Firefly. I mean, not the Firefly, the Crocodile. Clean up everything else. IS-2 now. Looks like it's going in for a flank on the Jagdtiger. Panzer IV is there though, and he thinks better of it. Trying to get away before the Jagdtiger can knock him out. Whoa. They're calling the planes. CreativeName's going in. He wants to kill the IS-2 here. Can the planes do enough damage? Main gun destroyed. Oh, and it goes down. Oh, IS-2 is dead. Just got a little bit too aggressive with it. Conscript's on the retreat though. Pop smoke. 2 anti-tank grenades and that'll be the end of this Panzer IV. Oh, he doesn't have the munitions. Oh no. Panzer IV's still in here though. It could go down to the Firefly. Firefly's right there. Needs to push in. Just needs one shot and it'll kill it. Panther now from CreativeName as well. I don't see those too often in this tournament. Well, outside of the Command Panther, that is.
We have 200 points remaining.
Oh, we found a MG42 for those conscripts. That's trouble for the Axis. Conscript's super lethal with them. Here comes the Crocodile. But that whiff shot from the Jagdtiger enough to make him think twice about going in any further. Either way though, despite losing the IS-2 there, you can see the amount of map control the Allies have got all of a sudden. The off-map strafe just buying them a lot of breathing room there. Oh. Getting some damage just out to it. Nice flank here, and he's making use of the breakthrough mode here. Fast neutralizing next to the breakthrough. Crucial in these tight VP matches. Could lose this Maxim? No. Maybe. Oh, maybe. They come out of suppression. Not chasing. Oh, but he snipes at long range anyway. Oh, what's this Panzer IV up to? Heading to the south. Oh, he's isolated himself. Firefly's heading down there. There's a bit of infantry in support, but that's not going to help too much against the Crocodile. So Allies got a pretty firm grasp in the south, and Maxim locking down the middle right now as well. Take a look at army sizes. You can see slight disadvantage to the Allies, but nowhere near as bad as it was previously. So this is still anyone's game. Oh, Crocodile backing it up. Panther heading down here though. Firefly could be in a little bit of trouble. Jagdtiger come down here as well. Connects once. Panther switching targets though to the to the Crocodile instead of the Firefly. Oh, and he's getting shot on the rear as well from the Croc. He's kind of abandoning ship there. Oh my god, the Croc keeps knocking on his door. And it's the rear door. What do I say? Panther blitzing in. He gets the kill, but anti-tank gun in just the right spot, and the Panther gets abandoned. Oh my god, he's going for the kill on it. Not going to try to steal it away. There he goes. Either way, that's a big blow, losing your Panther like that. Just to kill a Firefly. Good trade. for the Allies. Really good anti-tank gun positioning there from Talisman. Ultimately what decides it. It could go down, they do. Capture is open in the south, but the Allies made good headway in the north here. These anti-tank guns not quite in a position to support quite yet. Bouncing the first shot as well. There's a Katyusha barrage not too long ago. Looks like it was a long range. 12 kills though for that. Has been chipping away.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
This two needs repairs. Looks like he's not using the crew repair. Wants to save his munitions for another Sturmovik strafe. Also having to rebuild those Maxims he lost earlier. Did they get turned over? Because MG42 there. Maxim for Thoton, so it looks like he's collected one of them. Still one actually down here. So perhaps TuMe could pick that one up. Okay, in come the planes with Talisman. Desperate to secure the north. The Allies getting super low on VPs. VPs are trading hands like all over the map right now. And this AT gun is in a tricky spot here. Oh, the Fusiliers take a big hit from the IS-2. And they could go down to the planes if they're not careful. AT gun gets decrewed. Oh man, that could be really bad for Thoton. Looks like the plane's actually targeting freshly decrewed anti-tank gun though, so that's lucky that it wasn't on his Fusiliers. Crowd doing some damage. Okay, Tiger finding it hard to get a target. As I said, this is a big map. And the Allies are doing well to keep rotating north and south. Pushing and pulling the very slow Jagdtiger around the map. Making it not quite so relevant so far this match. So the Axis are going to have another go at the south. Jagdtiger's there to try and zone out the Crocodile. Panzer IV try and push these units out of the building here. Yeah, looks like they are kind of abandoning the north now.
A capture point is being overrun.
They focus more on the middle and the south. Now, they don't have that much infantry down here right now, and AT gun's going to get some free shots on this Jagdtiger. Which is currently in an awkward position, kind of like jammed up against the building. Crocodile's down here, doing some damage. Man, that AT gun's in just the right spot here, getting some nice shots in. Actually, that's going to result in engine damage too. Panzer IV's got to pull back for repairs. Squad of Pioneers coming in for a deep flank here, but they don't actually have enough damage to really threaten anything here. So it's not going to amount to too much. Looks like he wants to stick around, get them neutralized before retreating. Understandable. This is really tense now. The Axis also getting super low on VPs. Fresh Panther here for CreativeName. He's also got enough munitions for another close air support strafe. So this could be the last throw of the dice for both teams. The next engagement is likely to be the deciding one. Good control from both these players of their tanks. Looks like the Jagdtiger moving its way up to the north now where the IS-2 is. He hasn't had much joy in the south against that Crocodile. So here they come. Looks like they're going in for assault. Look at these guys sprinting in, trying to get position on the AT gun. They're calling in a recon plane as well. IS-2 isolated here. Jagdtiger's there. Panther coming in. Calling in the anti-tank strafe. Just needs a little bit more damage. Panther wants to get one more shot in. to secure the kill, just in case the planes can't do it. Panther bounces though. Oh, rear armor. Rear armor. Oh, he hits a mine. Oh, and there's this is right there. That's going to be a dead Panther. P4 coming in to try and save the day. He pops smoke. So the Zis briefly doesn't target it. In come the planes though, this time from TuMe. Doing some big rockets. Jagdtiger is there, but so is the Firefly, and a lot of anti-tank guns coming up here. This gets decrewed. Panthers survive somehow. Big allied assault in the middle though. Overwhelming numbers, but there are a lot of machine guns right here. I don't know if they can do it. Oh, in comes the Katyusha, massive, as well as some base howitzer fire. There goes a lot of units. Oh man, the Axis getting super lucky on the rocket scatter here. Somehow the machine guns survive, but they have secured the VP at the very least. Maxim having to rotate around, but getting outflanked. And I still have the south. And they've popped the breakthrough once again. He's been making really good use of that breakthrough, trying to get those really fast captures going. Panther up here. I don't know if he's ever going to get repaired before the game ends. We're kind of in those situations. P4's back here for repairs though, next to the repair station. Jagdtiger could be in a little bit of trouble here. Firefly and AT gun getting some good damage in. Axis got a couple machine guns here. Can they hold the line? Got the north, but that's a fresh eyes too. Talisman had a lot in his bank account. He's cashing it in right now. And Maxim just suppresses these units as they come around the corner. It might allow the Axis to hold the line here. And the tech structure's there as well, actually. The IS-2's up here in the north, causing some damage. Panther still backing away for repairs. P4 is ready to fire. Jagdtiger heading up to the north though. Axis briefly got to neutralize here in the south as well, so the Allies are draining out. They're capturing here in the north. But the machine gun's there. Oh, and he clears the arc just before they get the suppression in. And he's blocking the capture with these Fusiliers. Jagdtiger heading up here to fight the IS-2. Gets a good hit in there. Maxim taking a lot of damage. He pops a grenade. He's trying to hold the line, desperately force away this machine gun. Jagdtiger gets another hit in, but he retreats with the Fusiliers, maybe a little bit early. Oh, Jagdtiger just needs one more shot and he's going to get the kill here. This has been recrewed, but might be bugged because he's not turning it around, and the Jagdtiger just solos the IS-2. Couldn't get out of there in time. Oh my god, this is crazy. This is a crazy game. In come the planes from Talisman, suppressing all this infantry, and that may allow them to hold the north. Meanwhile, Crocodile pushing through the middle, try and force away these units, and they've got infantry looking to cap behind that. Jagdtiger rotating around. Panthers finally completed repairs. Also got some tank engagements here in the south. Panzer IV's there, but Firefly's also made his way down. He's popping the rockets. He stuns him. Panzer IV stands little chance, but he backs behind the building. Oh, but here comes a Cromwell. Panther pushing in. Looks like it's going to knock out this Crocodile, but the real battle here is now for the capping of the map. This takes engine damage thanks to those conscripts. There's a T-gun there actually. Panther might go down. He's got his rear armor exposed. Oh, but the Jagdtiger from long range with the terrain piercing rounds there connects. Panther goes down in response, but the P4 also down here in the south. They get the cap, but there's nothing in the middle left here for the Axis. Oh my god, this is coming down to the wire. Allies do have the larger army over the Axis by about 20 supply, mainly on TuMe's side, but there is one more close air support strafe ready to roll. So these tanks may not actually matter that much in the final push for the win. P4 heading up to the north. Good choice because not that much anti-tank up here right now. Maxim in a really nice position though, shutting down this flank. Panzer IV pushing in, wants to get on top of the Zis. Looks like he's going to be able to get around the side of it. Axis making a desperate push into the middle, but the Katyusha shuts that down like crazy. Getting a whole bunch of kills there. Needs to call in the planes in the middle here. Don't know why he hasn't done it yet. P4 eventually decrews the Zis. Now takes aim at these conscripts that are up here. Oh my god, 16 VPs left, but the triple cap is on. Axis almost getting the middle neutralized. 10 VPs. Machine gun making its way to the north. They're sprinting down here, but they get caught by the air landing officer. The sprint doesn't work when you're in combat. 2 VPs. Oh, and that's it. They drain out. Oh man, what a crazy match that was. Insanely good match. Back and forth the whole way. But in the end, Talisman TuMe take the series 2-0. But excellent series. GG by both teams.